By Glenn Martin. This rumination begins with a phone call from my brother, but it's really about domestic animals, dogs and cats mostly, and our changing mores about them. How they are now viewed as peers and family members rather than pets. How we've come to define ourselves as their guardians rather than their owners. Whether our growing obsession with them is somehow a simulacrum for the complicated and messy human relationships that formerly dominated our lives. And whether apotheosizing them somehow minimizes our sensitivity to human suffering. But back to my brother. I got a phone call from him a couple of days ago. He is a person of a certain age who has had a colorful life. He served a stint in the Coast Guard, then 10 years as a cop, quitting the force after determining he neither liked nor respected his superiors. Then he became a master trucker, driving triple trailers on the I-80 Reno to Salt Lake City run. Several years ago, he enrolled in college, took his BA in education and obtained a teaching credential. He now teaches grammar school kids in Phoenix's poorest and toughest district. He is a highly skilled machinist whose work has included beautifully customized as in Chop Norton motorcycles. He has been married 4 times. He is all over the map politically. He is laconic, though given to occasional scabrous and amusing outbursts. He has a sense of humor that is Sahara-like in its dryness. If I had to describe him succinctly, I'd say he is an amalgam of Hank Hill and Dennis Hopper. He's a pretty tough guy. I anticipated something dire. And when he said, "I have bad news," I steeled myself. He's also my only sibling, and our connection is deep. So when I got the call, and the usual ebullience was drained from his voice, I was anxious. He seems to take a perverse delight in neglecting his health. His diet is horrible, he's overweight, and he struggles with high blood pressure and a variety of other metabolic issues. I anticipated something dire. And when he said, "I have bad news," I steeled myself. "It's news," he said. "We're going to have to put him down." Relief washed over me. Moose was his English Springer Spaniel. Actually, he started off as my Springer Spaniel. I got him as a pup, thinking he'd be a good, smaller alternative to a Labrador as a retriever. He was, in dog hunting parlance, extremely birdy, and I trained him casually, so he performed pretty well in the field. But like all well-bred Springers, Moose had a lot of energy. He needed rigorous daily exercise and a lot of emotional input. I got him at a particularly busy point in my life, and I felt guilty that I wasn't able to give him all the attention he both required and deserved. So when my brother visited one day, and he and Moose practically soul-kissed out of mutual attraction, it occurred to me that I shouldn't stand in the way of the budding relationship. When my brother left in his pickup, Moose was bounding joyously around the cab. That was 8 years ago.